Hey, what's going on? This is TSpeaks. This message is specifically designed for my brothers. Something touched my heart today, and I really wanted to get before you and offer you a word of encouragement. You see, as a man, I recognize it is difficult out here. I realize that you are expected to know everything. You are expected to keep it all together. You are expected to figure it out before it's even an issue or a problem. You are expected to make a way out of no way. You are expected to go through everything that you have to go through and still be successful. You are expected to get to the top of the mountain regardless to how many obstacles, how many times you step in quicksand, how many times you slide down, how many times people knock you down. You are expected to succeed. And I wish I could tell you that there's not going to be any more storms, but the truth of the matter is you're going to have more storms. I wish I could tell you that your plight is going to get easier for now, but chances are it's still going to be difficult. I wish I could tell you that you're going to have people to encourage you along the way, but the truth is you'll have more people probably against you or waiting on the sideline for you to fail than you will ever have for you to succeed. I wish I could tell you that everything is going to be easy after today, but the truth of the matter is it's probably going to get a lot harder before it ever gets better. I wish I could tell you that you're going to make enough initially to take care of yourself and your family. But the truth of the matter is what people don't understand is you are literally fighting against the entire world, all kinds of opposition. When you are in the quiet times, when no one is around, I know you cry. When you literally sit by yourself or you're walking and you're smiling, I know you wonder, what in the world are you going to do? When your kids and your wives and the loved ones are looking at you thinking that you got it all together, I know that you don't. And I wish I could tell you that somebody's going to come alongside you and tell you exactly what path to take, but it's going to be silent. Chances are you're going to have to figure it out on your own. Chances are you are literally going to have a blueprint that you cannot see. You're going to have to take more steps in the dark than you ever will in the light. I wish I could tell you that your bad days, your dark days, your trials, your tribulations are all behind you. But the truth of the matter is, my brother, you're going to be battling until you close your eyes to this world. That is the reality of it. I wish I could tell you that your wife is going to love you in every decision that you make, but the chances are she's going to be against some of them and probably stand in direct opposition to them, even when you feel like it's the best thing to do. See, no one understands truthfully that you're not being paid enough to actually do what you need to get done. I was talking to a brother just 2 days ago, and he was telling me he works on a regular job, and he said, I need to make more money an hour so that I can stop delivering pizza on the weekend. Now, this is a middle-aged man, and the first thing I thought is, my God, if you're working 40 to 50 hours a week on your regular work week, and the time that you have off, your weekend, you are delivering pizza, what time do you have to actually sit, figure things out, and chart a course on getting better, getting to higher ground? What time do you have to literally love on your wife, to be in love? What time do you have to actually sit by yourself and have peace? And what time do you have to really be there and enjoy your kids? So you're basically paying for functions that you can't even attend. You're basically giving your wife money to go buy things that you probably won't enjoy. You probably do everything in emotion and quickness, and you probably literally, how they say it, swallow and don't even enjoy your food. I know these things are true. How, you ask? TSpeaks, how do you know? Because I live them, and I'm living some of your same challenges. You see, women don't understand the plight that men have, and nor will they ever. And they're really, chances are, truthfully, not designed to know. They're not designed to shoulder the same things that we are, but they are designed to help us to carry the burden, to encourage us with their words and their actions, and to believe in us when all else and everyone else fails to do so. This is the plight. This is what women, I believe, have been designed to do. But many of them miss it because society right now, social media, is teaching them to, you know what? No, the man has to come with everything and he has to have it all figured out. If he doesn't, he's a failure. You see, I know for a fact many of you brothers feel like a failure because you don't have it all together, because you're literally still figuring it out. That sometimes you question in the dark and you say things that you can never speak in the light. That you pray to God sometimes and it doesn't seem as if he's answering. That you look around and don't see anything that's familiar in any way out. I know you're sick and tired of working 40, 50, and 60 hours a week and not getting paid enough. No one understands that your rate of pay is lower than what it should be. And you are designed, the system is designed to keep you coming back, never getting ahead and never really realizing or utilizing everything that you have, because your back is always against the wall, because you're always swinging and fighting, never at a point when you can actually just live. And I know you want to take vacations, and I know they cost. And I know that you question, even when you're getting ready to take one, what am I going to do when I come back? Because there's a bill that I'm not paying right now. There's a second notice in the mail on its way to you, and you're wondering, what am I going to do? And you can't bring all these issues to the women in your life, and you can't really speak them even to the person to the left or to the right of you, because you're questioning, will they even understand, or will they look at me as a failure? When I got on today to tell you, you are not a failure. You are not literally a nobody. You are not falling down and going to stay down. You're going to stand up and keep going. If my one word to you today that I need to stick into your subconscious when it gets all hell is coming against you, I need you to keep going. Here's the thing that I do know, and many things I may not know, but one thing I do know, that if you keep going, you will get to where you want to be. Now, you're going to have a course on where you want to get to. You're going to have at least have a goal. You can't just sit there and think it's just going to come by osmosis, that it's going to just be created and come and find you. No, you've got to literally be intentional about where you want to go. And I can tell you with all certainty, that's 100% certainty that you'll get there. How do I know? You may be asking, how TSpeaks, how do you know? Here's the thing, because I am in the midst of doing it myself. You see, when I left Wall Street, which it wasn't as glamorous as people think, because people go, oh, you were vice president on Wall Street, it must have been great. Yeah, the money was good and the bonuses were good and the pension plans and all of that and so forth. But it was still a daunting task to get up every day, to go work and be undervalued and underpaid, and to smile every time I got a paycheck, knowing this is not enough to do the things that I want to do. Literally. But when I jumped, I hit the ground. But for a moment before I hit the ground, I knew what it was to be free. And this is the reason why I'm telling you to keep going, is because it does get easier as you keep going. The fights and the battles come, but you start learning how to bob and how to weave and how to avoid certain things. You should start to learn what to swing at, what to go for, and what to leave alone. After you've been out here a while, you'll understand the art of battle. The real battle is in your mind first and foremost, and being able to mute certain people and just turn them off. Literally, don't even acknowledge what they're saying. Don't even acknowledge, listen, oh, you think I'm a failure? That's fine. You don't have to debate your success or what you're doing to anyone. You don't have to rehearse it in anyone's hearing but your own. When it gets quiet and no one's around and you're wondering, what should you do? I'm telling you now, keep going. Take one step and put it in front of the other, even in the dark. I want you to keep going. Even when there's no light, even when there's no guide. You know how sometimes on the highway, you'll go down south, and I love driving. You'll see the little markers on the ground, and it lets you know that you're still on the road. When you don't know which way the road is leading you, just keep putting a foot forward. You see, I'd rather you go forward and hit your head and know that it's not that direction than to stay still and not knowing, because it may just be the direction you should go. I need you to keep swinging in the dark, because you're going to get to the light. You're going to get to the place called success. And it doesn't matter when you get there. I need you to get there in one piece. So I got on today to say, hang on in there, brother. You can make it. No, let me change that. We can make it, because we're doing it together. I look at last year, which was, in fact, the worst year of my entire life. And yet, only today I was speaking to somebody, telling them the things that I did, how I preached my first funeral, how I wrote one of my best-selling books, how I literally got speaking engagements and literally was flown out to other states and taught and preached. In the midst of it being the worst year, it was my most productive year. I can't explain it. All I know is I'm going to keep going, and I can't make it without you. This is TSpeaks, and I need you to keep going.